everyone, we got season 3, episode number 5 of Jujutsu Kaisen. Last episode, Maki went crazy. She was realized as Toji, had a whole bunch of Kill Bill references, and took out the entirety of the Zenin clan. This episode, we should be focusing on recruiting Hikari. Last episode was insane, and I'm sure that this episode will be too. So without further ado, let's run the intro and hop right into this. Panda, panda. Whereas Panda is self-sustaining. Really? Oh, because he can make an army of pandas? Yaga, without a doubt, knows how that thing was made. There's another one. Where is this? Is this in your mind or is this a real place? Real place. Oh, there's hella actually. Oh, wow. Dang, bro. Captured to lure him and appointed as potentially his exec. What's the word? What's the correct? You know what? I give up. Executioner. Oh wow. So then that doll is... That's crazy. Crazy that you know that. Wow. Oh. My God. But that's not... But that's him, but that's not him, but that's him. Yeah, because if they see him, then they'll basically get confirmation that Yaga can essentially make an army if he felt inclined. Bro, Yaga's a visionary. On God, they did though. They all got so tough the moment old Blue Eyes got locked up. Everyone was behaving and minding their own business. Here we got old Bones to launch a curse attack at me. Damn. He told them after he got killed. And that's why he has different transformations. That's an insane discovery, dude. Fuck you, that's why. Now you have to live with this. Right. Now you gotta live with this. Yo, he threw down the poison. Let's go then. I'm not worried about you. It's a mature way of looking at it. That's so whack, dude. Well, now you're gonna have to live with that for the rest of your life, because I'm assuming y'all were good friends. So, Gakuganji, lock in, buddy. The first rule about Fight Club is you do not speak about Fight Club, Tengen. But if they don't use curse techniques, I mean, even if they did, a lot of them wouldn't be able to see them. But if they don't use curse techniques in general, then... So if he sees you in the uniform. What is up with me, bro? At which point you would need the strength, yeah. Damn. They be animating everything. Don't speak about Fight Club. See, at least somebody knows the rules. Intel. Yeah, no shit, Yuji. That's why you don't let Yuji plan. That's better for on God. So then Yuji just climbs the ranks by fighting. Meanwhile, you use your shadow powers. Bro, this season looks beautiful. The composition. Goso, I believe is his name, right? The director. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but his eye is beautiful, man. Yeah, not a lot of time here. You're on a clock, really. You should have just ran. But like I said, dude. Well, a lot of them won't be able to see it. Right. Right. They're just gonna see you throw punches and nothing happening. Absolutely. So there's scripted fights and then actual fights. Yes, pull your punches and draw it out, but make it look awesome. And Yuji's really like athletically gifted, so it'd be easier for him to do this as well. Yo, Panda, let's get it. So then Panda's here of his own volition then to try to get intel? But you would think Panda would know Hikari, no? Yeah! Yuji versus Panda. He stands like a panda, sits like a panda, and walks like a panda. It's Panda. Well, Yuji would be in general, but they're not gonna actually try to fight each other. Us! Yes! Ah! Selling the hits. Oh, the person that was with him right now. What the fuck? You gotta sell the hit now. Nice! Yo, how do you even explain this as a spectator? Like, yeah, I went to an underground fight club. I saw this high schooler fight a man panda. Nice. Yo, you guys are selling this really well. Us. He's trying to make it sound real too. Threw himself back. Okay, bro, you did not have to throw yourself back that hard. Yo, the SPCA. He said PETA will not stand for this. Yeah, he's making sure to fight up top and stuff as well. Since my ex maxed out my credit cards. What he said it's due to the Kirara's technique. Wow. That'd be so annoying. You see the door and you're walking, but you just can't get any closer. Right. I mean, Yuji's an idiot. He struggles to see lying as an option. Good boy, Yuji. This is good intel right here. Yuji, what are you doing, bro? Meanwhile, Megumi's just in all the shadows looking at everything, just appearing and stuff. This is tough right here. This is fire right here. Yeah, okay. You're a prince from a different country that needs money then, huh? This is rotoscoped, huh? Yeah, it is. It's so natural. This is two people talking right now. Unfortunately true. The risk associated. Yeah. But I think you see more of that the closer you are to the big city though, Hikari. I feel like you'll find more people that just want a peaceful life with no control the more you go into a less urban area. I don't, that would be really hard. Yeah. You gonna pick that up? This shit is a signal, ain't it? I can tell by the way he's not answering and the way he's reacting. Damn, how long does this ringtone last? Really, Yuji? That's what really? He's the most famous person in y'all society. Yuji, bro. He said, wait. Yo, oh! Damn! How you get caught in a combo? Yuji, fight back! Nice. And that whole shot was on a tripod, bro. That's hilarious. Yuji said, Yuji was trying to be smart. At the entrance, he was telling himself, well, I guess we don't know we shouldn't know who he is, huh? So I'm gonna keep my mouth quiet. I don't know who Hikari is. And it would make sense if we know pretty much nothing about this and we're just here to make some money. So I'm just gonna act from here on out. And as soon as you get into contact with this man, you're having a nice conversation, you're going about it, and the first thing you say when pressed is, who's Gojo? Really? Gojo's like the Michael Jackson of the Jujutsu Society. I don't think there's anyone in the world that wouldn't know. I mean, I guess maybe Gojo's less known in like the US and stuff, obviously, but in Jujutsu circles, especially in Japan, really? You're not gonna know who Gojo is? You just derailed the whole plan. So the other third year, Kirara has a technique that doesn't let you get close to them, and because they know Panda, he can't get any closer. Megumi's in the shadow, so Megumi might be able to get close depending on what the technique is. If it's like a barrier, then it might be difficult to get close just because of the nature of a barrier. But and especially since Hikari had said he was gonna send Kirara as extra added security to block Megumi just because they lost track of him. So if it's a barrier or a technique like that, or Kirara is present and can see Megumi, then it'd be a little difficult for Megumi to get up here and help. If it's not that type of technique, then maybe Megumi can bypass simply because he's a shadow man and nobody can see him right now. Although I guess our end goal isn't to beat Hikari into submission, it's to just convince him. And who better to convince him during the fight than Yuji? And we also lost Yaga. Yaga died. He definitely knows how to make more pandas. And we learned about the whole soul thing in season 1 and how that works. And he has made actually quite a bit more than I would have expected. I thought panda was like his only thing, but no, he's made a few self-sustaining, autonomous, cursed corpses that all have their own personalities and souls and lives. One of them even being like a previous human. So unfortunate, Yaga's gone. JJK, bro, as a series, Gege as an author, not afraid to take out your characters. So if Yaga's your favorite character, tough luck, buddy. You better not get attached to any of the other characters. It may already be too late for you, but good luck, buddy. They're all gonna die. This is gonna be like Infinity War, except there is no endgame. They're not coming back. It was a fire episode though, really well directed. The storyboard was beautiful. The decision to just use that single lockdown angle and then have them rotoscoped, it felt really natural, as if you and I were sitting in a room and talking to each other and not just stiff, cutting back and forth to my face and your face, and it's just, I'm not moving. Realistically, if you're standing still, if you're sitting, you're gonna be moving around and naturally flowing with the conversation, especially with body language. That's our second language naturally, right? So I think it was really well done. Why do I feel like you're about to get ambushed, bro? Oh! Man, screw you and your power. That's terrifying. I just work here. Literally a horror film. Bro. Bro, I just work here. Think it eats fish sausage? Bro. You guys saw this panda being fully aware of everything in boxing. Y'all thought it was just trained? Uh-oh. That's the worst timing of all time. That is the worst timing ever. That means Yuji. Yep. Yep. And that's why she called. Demon Dog's totality. Immediately. Yo! What? Oh. And this is why, this is what he was talking about. You can't get close. And Demon Dog totality is strong. Whoa. Interesting. Why not? You really think Panda of all people is gonna be working for Jujutsu High? Leave it to smart Megumi. And you're marked to Demon Dog, so you cannot separate. That marking is on the door. It doesn't say Imai, it says something else. We saw it last episode, it was on the door. So that's why Panda couldn't get close, because he was marked. Ooh. You all? I don't work for them, I'm a student! You act like I made that decision! What the fuck? Okay, see, now that makes sense. Don't believe that either. I mean, right, can you really be, are you surprised? It's Gojo! Bunnies? That is absolutely true. Oh, marked them. Did they mark all of them? Yep. That's the marking I was talking about, yeah. So then the mass wouldn't matter? Oh, okay, so that's why, okay, that makes sense. Mother. Check your ass. Told you. Imai. A crux. You have a crux like the hair, right? Because you guys are marked the same. Correct. So everything you summon will have that. So a crux can't get anywhere near Gag crux on the door. Yo, his looks at for real? No, he just threw it. He threw out that one so that he can confirm Yo, you suck. Yo, Jujutsu sorcerers are like all the ones we've met are so elite and high level. They're usually so good at nuance. Wow. So then the other one would be on Kirara themselves. He's a panda. That makes sense. Well, if you thought about it that way, there could be a fifth because of the center one, but I get what he means. He's a cross. While you guys can approach each other, correct? Yes. Right, but she hasn't done that, or they haven't done that. My bad. But yeah. Oh, okay. So it's a compatibility thing, maybe. It's not a two-way street. It had to be flipped. Oh, okay. Right. Yeah, true. Got you. So then would one of you just need to approach the other and then approach the other wherever the markings are, and then you can get to that crux? The fifth star. And then she probably placed that on a car, like a fucking... That would be ass. Yo! Okay. Oh, I thought they lifted that. I'm gonna say that's some real strength. Imai and on that. And I'm assuming they can freely place an infinite amount of At Crux, Imai, Gat Crux, and all of them on whatever they're trying to mark. It's gonna always be attracted to you. It's gonna come right back to you. But when did they touch you? Yeah. Oh, I for some reason I thought Demon Dog didn't get that close to them to touch. So then can you search for the curse energy residuals across to other things? Yeah. Perfect. So now you look for the residual that has the fifth star. But that's also assuming that they're not gonna turn off a star and then turn it back on, and then you get what I'm saying? Mimosa. Okay, nice. Whoa, using that to repel or propel? That's dope. That's such a unique way to use your technique to maneuver fast. Dude. This is hard, bro. That's so smart. Throw the fleeing hair, because that'll give you the order. So smart. Right. So Imai to Gat Crux to Mimosa to Ginan. So now they gotta touch Kirara. And that's what I figured. Yo, the camera! But Demon Dogs! Demon Dogs! He can summon it wherever he wants it! No, he made it run around! Wow! Yo, just outsmarted! Would be drawn into the wall. Yo, Fushiguro's intelligent. Nice! Yeesh. Some of those things are sharp, dude. And just like that, subdued. Epic, dude! That makes sense. And why would I let you go and bow down if I wasn't telling the truth? Meanwhile, what's going on in the room? What's going on with Yuji and Hikari? I guess that's what's going on with Yuji and Hikari. As soon as I said that, the door flew. I don't think Panda has a choice. If he's near a Kotsu strength, then you gotta lock in. Us! Bro, that was an open palm hit. He's not fighting back. No. Bro, your nose is gonna break. Oh, as long as he's standing. Oh! Well, they said you're strong. Yeah. Yo, look at Itadori's face, bro. I'm a cog. Eesh! Ow! Oh my god. Bro, you flip. Oh my god. Oh my god. Bro, what? You just have a razor blade on your curse energy at all times? That's not fucking fair. Bro, that's a barbed wire fist. Okay. Oh. Who's done? Who's done? Who's done? Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? Yo, I love Yuji, bro. Crazy that Gojo can just see all that because of the 6 eyes. He's just looking at you like, yo, your curse energy would hurt more. All these characters are so eccentric. Oh. Is that not? Brother. So somebody already murdered a lot of people. Damn. Is that a hole in his gut? Oh, don't worry. He'll show up soon. God damn. Jesus. And then that's when they made the rule. But what the fuck? 200? How do you spawn and the first thing you do is go take out a bunch of people? You hear the rules and you're like, yeah, that checks out. How'd you make Hashimo? Okay, Killer was Zoldyck. Bro, what a fire episode. Like I was saying, I love it when these series that and obviously JJK is pretty inspired by Nen and its power systems. I just love when power systems have a layer of complexity and you need to figure things out, and not everything is always going to be I'm stronger than you. Obviously, yes, at the apex of every universe there is just an I'm stronger than you. In Hunter x Hunter, like they were saying, they always say as soon as you talk about who's gonna win or lose in a Nen fight, you've lost, because anybody can win in a Nen fight if you're creative enough, right? But then you have the apex of that with, well, I guess I can't really spoil. I mean, the series has been out for so long, but you know, you have a certain character who's the apex of that, who just kind of transcends all of it, and it's none of that shit applies no more because you have no chance. And in JJK, again, complexity and intelligence behind techniques, they had that when facing Gojo, but it didn't matter because Gojo's a problem. The only reason it worked was because the Kenjaku's in Geto's body and was able to pass on all those memories into Gojo. So that's an added layer of creativity and intelligence, I guess, but that wasn't using his own ability. That was using something that can seal anything and then showing himself to Gojo, rather than they were using what domain amplification is what they called it. And that's how they were getting past infinity, but it still didn't matter. The same can be said about Sukuna. So yes, there's the apexes of the universe, is what I was trying to get at, that nobody can touch regardless of how intelligent you are, supposedly. Okay, whatever. But for the most part, and if you're not on the high end of the battles, you have such a back and forth and push and pull when it comes to each other's powers, that even some characters that may be stronger or some characters that are weaker than each other can kind of even the playing field because of what their abilities allow them to get done. So that was really cool to see Kirara's technique based on a constellation, and then see that Fushiguro worked bit by bit towards it. Also, thank God Sumiki told him anything. So Sumiki's definitely like a stone constellation, you know, I'm a Cancer, Leo, whatever. I forgot what that is, but Sumiki's definitely that type of girl. So her being that type of girl helped Fushiguro out now and figure out that power and get through. And then Yuji convinced Hikari alongside Kirara's help, obviously, with taking the beating and just tanking, because we all know how tanky Yuji is and how willing he is to go through pain. Well, what was it that Nobara said during season 1? And it's just pain he's feeling, he won't stop. So it was cool to see that. We resolved that. We have Hikari, so we have a Yuta ballpark level fighter. Whether we believe Yuta or not, we have a Yuta ballpark level fighter on our side now. But it looks like, according to what we just see now with Kashimo and a bunch of other players that'll clearly be very strong, we have a lot of battles and a lot of intensity ahead of us. I'm very excited to see where JJK goes from here. But in the meantime, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Follow my Patreon linked in the description down below. You'll gain access to early, uncut, and exclusive reactions that you get to decide on and influence. That should be it, guys. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.